It's Sunday. I've just finished night shift. 3-4 hours sleep, and just out here quickly to get a session in before we go off and do our stuff that we have to do today. I just said to the missus, give me 20 minutes. Give me 20 minutes. I woke up, put my shoes on, came out here and just got to work. And now that I have something like this, a split squat, that I can just get into without stretching, without doing anything, straight into this, I feel like this is the best thing I have done as a warm-up to a squat I've ever discovered. This really opens my hips up, the hip flexors, the quads, the ankles. Everything seems to just loosen up a little bit and makes my squat so much better. I did this for like 5 sets of 10, back to back to back. And then I just went into squatting, worked up to 170 front squat, and that was it. The whole thing maybe took me 15, 20 minutes. And I could get out of there and get on with my day and not get in anybody's day. Not in anybody's way, I should say. Days like this are probably the most difficult because, I'm off a night shift, so I would love to sleep another couple of hours. But it's Sunday. As you know, Sundays are family days and we've got things to do, party to go to. So I was like, okay, I know for a fact that if I was to leave this until afterwards, like now, we're back from the party. This is a busy time, man. Very, very busy time. I can't afford to go out here and train. I need to be in the house, even though I'm recording this. At least I don't have to train, I don't have to sweat, I don't have to shower, I don't have to do any of that. The moment I finish with this, go straight back in the house and get on with it, like nothing's happened. So when you have a day like this, I always tell people, man, like do training first, because you never know what's going to happen later on. You never know how, what time you're going to get home, what's going to happen. You're going to drink a couple of beers or whatever. You never know. So always do this first. And so even on days like this, I just sleep less. I sleep less and I get in, some sort of movement for the day. And I always feel like I feel really good. But, like if I was to go to that party and think, okay, when I get home, I have to do this. That's an awful feeling. And I remember that procrastination feeling when I was back at uni. It's like, damn, Sunday night, it's 10 p.m. I've lived it up and I've got an assignment I have to hand up by tomorrow morning. And I'm like, damn, it's just a miserable feeling. And the whole day, all that leading up to it, you kind of feel crap. You want to go into a social gathering, family, celebration, all that with a clear conscience, not worrying about anything. And so I always tell people, man, just, sacrifice some sleep, get this in, even if it's a 20-minute thing, get it in, and then you don't have to worry about it at all. So that's what I've done today. I'm tired. I won't be lying to you. I am tired. Do a night shift. I napped for 2 hours last night before I went tonight. So I've got 2 hours sleep there and then another three or so hours, 4 hours, whatever I got, 3.5 hours, after the night shift, and then get on with the day. So it's rough. It's rough. But what made me feel really good and got me into a really nice mood is these split squats, man. As soon as I came out, I'm like tired, I'm tight. When you're tired and dehydrated after sleeping and night shifts and all the freaking fluid shifts that happen during a night shift and the cortisol and, aldosterone, all this stuff that kind of gets thrown out of whack during a night shift. I usually wake up at 12 o'clock anyway for a taller break from sleep with that fluid shift. You get so thirsty overnight. You start drinking like a madman because of the cortisol, cascade. If you guys know. So cortisol level is a stress. So cortisol is a stress hormone. And there is a natural progression of the level of cortisol in your blood. So in the morning, cortisol level is the highest. And in fact, that is what wakes you up. A stress hormone wakes you up. It breaks you and, makes you wake up. And that cortisol level starts to just dwindle away as you go throughout the day. And it gets really, really low, so low before your sleep time that's actually what makes you asleep. The absence of stress hormone in your body, cortisol, makes you fall asleep. Well, in that cascade of events, the absence of cortisol also makes you thirsty. There's like a link up with aldosterone and some other hormones in the body. And so you get really thirsty in the absence of the stress hormone. And so you load up on all of that. You've got to an night shift, and it's just a big freaking mess. And so your whole, circadian rhythm is out, and it's all just not very good for you. And so, you wake up in the morning, you're dehydrated, your muscles are dry, you're tired, you haven't eaten anything, and you have to come out here and train. But, these split squats are such a good tool for me right now, especially with these freaking tight quads that I'm dealing with, thanks to the hack squats and all the freaking sets that I'm, trying to get the quads better. These split squats just unlock that little bit of tightness that I have, or a lot of tightness that I have, and allows me just to go into a squat a bit more smoother. And I'm definitely feeling that with the front squats and the back squats. It feels a lot better. Whereas I remember back in the day, man, you'd come out here and you're tight and you're like, damn. And you feel like, I just want to squat, man. I just want to squat. I don't have to freaking worry 30, 45 minutes, an hour of messing around with all these different rehab exercises, man. I just want to get to it already. So if you have a movement like a split squat, like something like this, that can just get you quickly into your positions, it's uplifting, and you kind of feel like you want to, get on with it. It makes you feel happy. I mean, I'm sure you feel the same. Nobody gets excited about the warm up. You want to think about the actual exercise, the squats, the 170 front squat that I did today. That's fun to me. And so all this other stuff, you just want to make it, doable quickly, consumable, without spending damn near 3/4 of your training time on warming up. So I think these split squats are a great find, great find. And they seem to be addressing exactly what I need right now. And I mean, probably even if I did split squats earlier, would benefit me for sure. But they're special. And I'm thinking why they're exactly so special. Like, the ankles are getting a stretch. The quads are getting a bit of a pump. The hip flexors are letting go because of this quad pump. So it's like a perfect tool to get you squatting. Like, all the joints involved are kind of offsetting each other in a way that the right tissue is being stretched. So it's a freaking amazing thing, and I'm going to try and do it every single day. I'm not even going to weight it. I thought about putting a barbell on my back, but I'm like, nah, man. Just do it weightless, maybe work up some reps. But even in the 5 sets of 10 that I did today, I got a freaking nice pump, man. I really got a nice pump in the quads, and that kind of carried over my mind-muscle connection to the quads, and the squats felt great, even though my conditions for these sessions were not the greatest. Appreciate you guys like always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.